Okay, well, here I am off of Henry Ruff, where this old, I can't remember the name of the school, something Academy, I think, was torn down. There's a trail that comes back through here to the church parking lot over here. And I intended to go through into the church parking lot on my bike today, but I noticed a little trail here. And it does look a little soggy. We've had some rain, but I'm curious. So I am going to venture at least a little ways in here without getting bogged down. Let's put the bike out of sight. It's some kind of a drainage thing happening here. Looks like some sort of a camp of some kind back there. I'm not sure. I don't know, would you call that a creek? Creek? A little bit of graffiti on the drainage tube, which is not in very good shape. So should we climb down there and check out the camp? Okay, I know you're wanting me to be adventurous. Is there a way in it? I don't know, it seems relatively obstructed, but all right. A heap of concrete. I'm being blocked by this vine. Some fence. So now this isn't, as I thought it might be, like a hobo camp. It's just a pile of cement and crap, probably from the demolition of the school. So let's get back to the little trail. So yeah, I like finding interesting things, or things that raise questions in my mind. I like seeing climbing vines and entanglements such as this. Not looking forward to finding dead bodies or that kind of thing, although I have found dead bodies. I mean, animal bodies, usually deer. Now it's getting very swampy, and I'm not gonna march through that. Well, the trail does continue. Once the green stuff starts growing, this trail is going to be obstructed, not as easy to get through. So let's head back to the bike, get back on and ride through the church parking lot. I'll mount this camera back on my head, and hopefully it will be semi-straight, semi-uncrooked. Last time I came through this passageway, there's an alternate path several yards that direction that I took, and the whole field was swarming with hundreds and hundreds of dragonflies. So many that you could hear them humming around. It was pretty cool. I've never seen that many dragonflies at the same time. This is a little soggy too, so I'm going to have to navigate around so as not to get bogged down in the mud. I would have named the church if I could have remembered what it was called, but I will know soon enough. And I'm checking these things out. These weird gasket type things. I have no idea what they are. But I'm going to collect them. And as you can see, I collect rusty objects. And this is kind of interesting looking junk. It's kind of a generic sounding name. It's like Full Gospel Church or something along those lines. Very nice weather today. It's supposed to be storming tomorrow, so might not have a chance to ride tomorrow, and this is the only cardio I get. Pentecostal Temple, Church of God in Christ. And we'll check out the other part of the church. It's a nice looking place. I assume this is the parsonage, or what you would call, where, you know, the place where the preacher lives. I'm guessing. I have no idea. Doesn't seem to be anybody parked here. Maybe the preacher's out somewhere. Yeah, but that's a nice little plot of land over here. Yeah, let's go back up to Henry Ruff. I'm not interested in going all the way out to Middle Belt. Nice quiet day. I think people are out enjoying the good weather. And it is a Sunday, So I expected to see activity at the Pentecostal Temple. I don't know, all the churches I attended had Sunday morning and Sunday evening services. But maybe it's different with Pentecostal Temple. I hear a woodpecker. Did you hear that? Little allergies are flaring up a bit. I'm headed up towards, and I kid you not, this is the name of it, a Gay Substation. I'm assuming that Gay is a family name, somebody's last name, and not gay as in happy or homosexual, but gay as in a name. Hey, they've refurbished this place that used to be really wrecked a few summers ago. It was not in good shape. Looks like they gutted it and made it worth renting now. That's cool. So DTE Energy Gay Substation 1135. Somebody apparently didn't like the name Gay Substation, and they spray painted this historic sign up here. So let's get a close-up of the Gay Substation sign. (1956). Read-O-Matic. Woohoo! Okay, well, I'm here at Avondale and Henry Ruff. Welcome to the city of Inkster. I'm on the, I guess Henry Ruff is the boundary between Westland, well, Inkster, and Westland. And we're heading south. And where will I end up? Like somewhere, I'm thinking, what, Garden City Park up there? Let's mount this back on the head. The hat, I should say. I'm wearing a hat. And apologies if this image is crooked. Let's take the sidewalk. Technically, bicycles are supposed to stay off the sidewalks, but I don't see any pedestrians that are fighting me for the space on the sidewalk right now. Let's cross over. Because I see some interesting tree trims. Come on, man, don't slow down to check me out. I'm not that interesting. These tree trims are kind of interesting, though. Check those out. They look like they're leaning. But I guess it's a good thing. If those trees fall, they're not going to fall on the power lines. They'll fall into the street. But it is a pretty spectacular sight. But these trees, I'm wondering if they are actually alive. I see little buds, I think. So they may be trying to die. Thank you for letting me cross Grandview. The seem to recall some sort of big open field that used to be a park of some kind up here. Yeah. The sign is not in very good shape, but no alcohol is allowed there, apparently, according to the little sign over there. Kennedy Park Conservation Fund Project. Neat. Regulations Saint something of race, color, national origin. That's about all that's left here. Doesn't look like it's used very much. But it is open to the public. Some more trims over here. They're not quite as spectacular, but they are trimmed away. American International Academy. Inkster police. So would this be Cherry Hill? I think it's Cherry Hill. Yeah. This big strip mall that's been mostly vacant for a long time, and they've got all the air conditioning units caged in wrought iron up there. Check that out, because they know that scrappers are wanting the metal that's in those. And I seem to recall some shooting having taken place up here, so I'm assuming that's what this is about. Goonies never die. Rest in peace, Mike. Don Juan. Looks like some work is going on in here. The China hut. Soul food restaurant on the corner. I'm hoping they're in business. I would like to try some soul food at some point. China Hut is open. Detroit Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know how to pronounce that. J-I-U, Jiu-Jitsu. Rental hall, a defunct dollar store. They've gated off the alley, which is probably a good idea. Soul Food is what the place is called. Oh, M and Mr. B's Soul Food. Are they open? There's cars parked there. This implies that they're open. That's cool. So maybe I can try some soul food at some point. Not today, but at some point. Garden City Park. In the distance. and sidewalk sort of ends. So I've got to do something. I guess I've got to cross over to the other side where the sidewalk resumes. Pick it on the walking trail here. I don't want to impose on people who are taking walks. But this should deposit me over on Merriman on the other side if it goes through. And if I recall correctly, there's a certain tree on the other side, which is where I'll probably end this particular video segment, where a veteran committed suicide. There's a little memorial on a tree, and there's a visible hole where I'm assuming the bullet went into the tree after passing through the veteran. Garden City Ice Arena. There was they used to have white elephant sails in there. Which are like rummage sales. And I remember one time striking a gold mine in there. Somebody was getting rid of a bunch of their old comics, so I wish I had just bought everything they had, but I was picky. I didn't have a whole lot of money. I was a young teenager. But yeah, there's some late 60s, early 70s issues of Iron Man, Thor, and a bunch of sports cards. It was sort of before people got so aware of how valuable many old comics and stuff are. Maybe that just means that I'm old. This is the memorial. Used to be more information. Combat medic. His initials were J.A.J. and he passed away 6/12/19. And I don't know, is this what happens when a bullet goes into a tree? Does it form a knot like that? Probably not. I would prefer to think that that's not where the bullet entered the tree. But they're doing some work over here. Got a lot of it dug up. It looks like they're putting new playground equipment in. So that's nice.